Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons fall. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons fall. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
Howdy, 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 ladder, ladder. What you up there? What you up to there, baghead? Anyways, today we are starting a little bit late. We're having some severe technical difficulties. Perry's character sheet was doing like the essentially the equivalent of quantum physics in reverse on us, and we didn't know what to do. So, because we're not physicists, and yeah, and I've got my head down there at the bottom right of the screen. That's fun. Hang on, let me get rid of that transition again. So we're gonna have a short session today. We're basically gonna kind of recap, let you know what's been going on, and John, you were telling everybody kind of what was up as far as what had happened prior to this. Something about the spell
Yes,
constructs.
Yeah, see, as you guys had noticed when you came in the room upon the second set of spell constructs, they seem to have been busy studying some stuff in the room, and had stopped when they noticed you. I know you guys had decided to take a long rest and level up in here. Did you want to? Do you want to do in this room during or before the long rest or after the long rest? Anything in the room?
Oh, check out books.
Check out books. Anything else? All right, make some perception checks, please.
As you wish. Perception check.
6, 7. Ooh.
I am 7.
I am perceptive.
I am Thor.
All right, Seraphina, you notice that what they were studying looks very magical in nature. So I want you to do a religion check on it.
Okay.
Today we're doing a little bit of an abbreviated session because we got started late. Normally we try to get this thing rolling by 4 o'clock. And then we also have one of our players, Shay, who has to be out at 6 by 6:30ish. And we're going to try to work within those parameters. So we're going to be doing that right now.
Ooh, nice. A 24 for a religion check. You notice that This has nothing to do with clerical magic, but definitely has arcane magic written all over it. So you say to the arcane users in the group, you say, this looks like very in-depth, strong arcane magic. You should study this.
And that arcane magic.
Yeah, you study this while you guys are doing your long rest. Maybe even longer. You may have to take it with you to decipher what it's saying.
I would like to take that book to give it to Kioma.
Does anybody want to search the bodies of the fallen spell constructs?
I
Well,
will.
I'll check them out too, because I
I'll
can't
check them
see from regular stuff. Maybe I'll be able to see somewhere else.
All right.
Of course,
As
I'm
you are
quite blind
searching,
as a bat.
What?
as you are searching the bodies, they are all wearing cloaks of some kind or robes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
I will take the cloaks.
I'll take the
You're
cloak.
going to take all four of them?
No, I'm gonna distribute it to everybody.
I'll- I
All
give
of
you
them look different. How are you going to decide which ones you're going to pass out?
Well, Kioma needs the cloak.
Okay, what design?
The white one, of course.
You can wear the white one. I'll get the red one.
I must
There's
be
not a
kinda
white one.
brown.
There was a red one, there was a blue one, there was a green one, and there was a pink one.
Well, I was not
Fina
taking the
gets
pink
pink
one. No
one.
pink one from me.
I think I probably should be a red
I
one.
think it's your color.
I'll take the blue. Blue is my color.
The reason why I say red is also Praetorian Guards are in red,
Come on.
Red
I
one.
think it's your
I'll
color.
take the blue.
and
Blue is my color.
I thought I had fighter style interception, but protection is just as good. So red cloak.
Kioma can have the blue one. Serafina can have the pink. What other color is there, John?
There's red, blue, green.
Oh, I
And
take the
pink.
red.
I'll take the green. Since
I have the red.
well, I called red first.
I'm telling my mom, my dad can beat up your dad.
So unless you want to fight over it, red is mine.
After all, I am a fighter.
Okay, well, let's do it this way. You're going up here by the books, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do you remember what colors were in this room?
Oh
No.
Like, no.
no. Do you,
Uh,
John? Snow?
yeah. There was a red one in this room, and there was the green one in this room. The pink one and the blue one were in the other room.
Well, if it's such a big deal, I could take the blue. You little twerp.
I win.
But don't underestimate the side of the blue side.
Well, don't underestimate the dark side.
Are
The
you
red
putting
side.
these? Okay, so who's getting which cloak?
I'm getting
I-
red. Jon Snow's getting blue.
I thought I was gonna blue, but whatever.
You're gonna have to fight Jon Snow for it.
Okay, what color is left over after everything?
Green and pink.
I'm definitely not taking pink.
Well,
Serafina could have that,
I
or you
think-
could have it.
Serafina has the pink. I'll take the green.
Perry can have the blue. Wait, what about Cinder?
What about Cinder? You guys may want to wait to pass these out until you decide
Return the cinder.
until you know what they do, or if they
True.
do
I don't know what
anything.
they do first.
I have
Does
no
anybody
idea.
have Does anybody have identify?
Let's identify. You mean investigation?
No,
No, I mean identify, like the magic spell that lets you know what
I don't
magic
have
items
that.
do.
I don't have that.
So you're just gonna throw it on and hope it's not cursed.
Dum 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 dum.
hey, I'm just being a little bit of a dumb fighter at the moment.
We're you said we're taking a long rest in here, John?
Yeah,
Or we're
yeah.
able to, okay.
You can attune to them over the long rest.
So over a long rest, you could like study it
Yeah, I'm gonna study mine.
probably.
Yeah, at least study.
Investigate it.
Or what do you need us to roll?
So normally, John, if you're going to allow them to do the sort of identify
Attunement.
thing,
Attunement, yeah.
identify type of thing through skills, then it takes an hour, and Arcana would be generally speaking
Yeah.
the go-to.
Yep, yep. I will let you identify it through the study with your Arcana check. I also need Arcana checks from the two wizards to study the books.
We're both the wizards.
Oh, ad break. Ad break.
Or Seraphina. Yep, Seraphina if she has Arcana. Yeah.
We all, haha.
And see, thing is, I have acolyte background. I should know these type of things.
Well, you rolled an 8.
Yeah, I rolled really crappy. Like I did not study well.
I will let you roll on the robes, but not the books. If you don't if you're not proficient in the skill, you can't roll for a check on the books. Only on the cloaks.
Well, the second roll was even worse than the first.
I got a good roll.
Oh, very done.
Oh, Perry got a good roll. Yep.
Did I get a good roll? Or
Arcana
no?
is one of my proficiencies.
Were you rolling on the? Oh, you rolled twice. Okay.
Jon Snow got a good roll too.
Books and
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
for
I
failing.
think it's a perfectly normal cloak.
Good for failing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
If
like-
you don't
Perfectly
think
normal
it,
cloak, nothing special
Yeah.
about it.
nothing. Yeah. You gotta. Oh well, hey, I think this cloak's okay to put on and try to attune to.
Yeah, he's got the red cloak or whatever, and he's like, I don't understand what's the big deal about this gray cloak, you know?
green.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
I just throw it on.
He can't tell it's green. Look at that roll. He doesn't know what color it is.
You don't even know what color it is.
He can't barely even see. He's practically blind from that roll. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
But Perry, you need to roll another one because you need one for the books.
Okay, so I roll another Arcana roll.
Yep.
Yep. I'll let you choose which one you want, which Arcana check you want. You need a really good one if you're studying the books.
I want the one that's studying the books. That's kind of in flavor of my character, so I'll take the good one for the books.
Good choice.
God,
When you're
them.
studying the books, the studying of the books reveals that there's a secret nook. Right, I can't ping it. But well, I don't know why I ping her. Oh,
You,
right there.
you did ping
saw
it. You did ping it. It's just you
Yep.
got a dark color
Next
picked.
to Elroth.
Yeah. Did you see where it pinged?
Next to Elroth, yes.
Yeah, right in there. There's a secret alcove.
Okay. Okay, secret alcove. Over there.
That has the treasure in it that what you can use in the mosaic room.
Alright, is there any other lock securing it? Hey, maybe
It
we should
doesn't
use my...
say. It
maybe
just
we should use
says where the alcove is, and that you can use it in the mosaic room to the south.
I would like to use my mage hand to investigate it, so that way I don't put myself at risk of a trap.
All right.
As long
Yes,
as my
mage hand?
mage hand can sit there and open it, so... If it's within the weight limits, of course.
Okay. I don't know if I can. Yeah, how do I bring out a mage hand, Brian? You've been bringing out the stuff.
Oh, yeah. I
Kind
can
of
do
show
that.
me.
You
Yeah,
go to the art.
show me how you do it,
the
though.
art thing. The
Okay.
reason I can bring out a lot of it is because I have a lot of the assets, but you probably have some too. But so you go to the little art palette thing,
So it can handle 10
Uh-huh.
pounds.
and then you would type in. You would click on where it says everything. You click on tokens, and then you type in like mage hand or hand or something like that.
Okay.
It looks like my market. It looks like the marketplace purchases are going off of yours. Oh, because I got mage hand in there, so I'll just put hand.
Okay.
What does your mage hand look like there, Perry? When you see your, when you see your mage hand?
Floating.
Yeah, but when you see your mage hand in your head, what do you see?
I see it trying to manipulate the little secret thing and trying to open it up.
No, I
That's
mean, what does it
see.
look like though?
Yeah. Yeah. What does your hand look like?
Well, let's see. Let's go
Is it
like
that?
mash.
Is
I was
it
gonna go. I was gonna go with Master Hand from Sit There and Smash Brothers. Let's go with that.
so
You
it's
play
like
Super Smash Brothers.
All right, well, we can use the skeletal hand for now until I can find
That works for
something
me.
better. There it is. There it is.
awesome.
There we go. Bloop. The
I'm gonna let
spectral
it
hand.
do the-
So,
I'll let it do the opening rather than sit there and risk my own and stuff to a trap.
There you go, John. This is we can make it bigger too, so you can grab onto it. Whatever.
yeah.
That's the creepy hand. That's the creepy hand that I actually don't like.
Yeah.
That works for me. I like that.
Yeah. Yay! The one that Ashley don't like.
I start liking it.
We only exist to torture you.
That hand has so
Ah,
many
she
issues.
started liking it. Our Stockholm syndrome is working, or whatever that is.
Yay!
That's funny.
Okay. Inside, you
Keep up
find
the good work, KO. The Stockholm is working.
the second half.
Oh, that looks
of the
cool. That
mask
looks
you
like pretty
found-
cool. It looks like an actual crystal ball type thing when you're doing that.
I know.
That you found earlier in the fountain with the dead goblin.
Hark! Yon ringing. Dost thou hear?
and a note that says blasted goblin made off with the other half of the key. I followed him to the room with the worn statue, but was unable to recover it. We have yet to discover what the key was once used for. Further study is required. Do we know it is in the mosaic room?
So must go to the mosaic room. Must check. My intuition here.
So we now know that the mask is a key to something in the mosaic room.
What mask? Did someone you find a mask?
Earlier we found the first half of the mask with the dead goblin in that fountain.
Oh. Oh yeah, I think I remember that. I heard a bling bling thing. What happened?
Bling bling. Bling bling.
We found the mask.
Oh, that
Or
was
my phone went off.
Is that what that was? Oh, that's the sound of finding the mask. It's like achievement unlocked.
Yep.
Nice.
Sound effects. My phone is just on time with those.
Must check the crystal ball.
You don't have
All right. So, anybody that wants to can attune to their robes after they have investigated them.
I think I just put mine on and tuned.
Yeah, you just didn't know what it was. It's like, whatever, it looks cool, put it on.
I'm investigating mine.
So I gotta do the investigation, huh?
So Perry, as a new player, maybe not for this character or whatever, but as a new player, something that you would be good information is that, it'll depend on whoever your DM is, but like for any of your spells, like Mage Hand or things like that, you could flavor those spells so long as they didn't have any different effect. Like your spectral hand could appear as per se a spectral skeletal hand, or a ghostly hand that's got like flesh ripped off of it. You know, like it could be whatever kind of thing that you wanted for that particular spell, or any other spell that is whatever you could kind of, you know, flavor it how you want to, kind of thing.
Right. Or it could be like a hand that's fleshy and acid worn with bits falling off of it, or however you want it.
Yeah. So and then like
I still pick the Master Hand from Super Smash Brothers. That's what I'm picturing.
the what? Super Smash
You ever played
Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah, not in a long
Master
time though.
Hand?
Oh, okay.
It's the final boss. I picture that. Then it go with the bullets.
Yeah, and then like, you know, like your magic missiles are, generally speaking, they're just three little magical, projectiles or whatever. But they could be darts. A lot of times they're flavored as darts or arrows. You know, little magical arrows, or like little magical crossbow bolt type things. But they could like be little skulls, you know, or they could be, you know, whatever. So. Anyway, just something something to keep in mind as a player going forward, kind of thing. You can kind of make up that, and it doesn't have to be for this character or whatever. It can be for a future character or whatever. But most GMs don't have a problem with you flavoring a spell to look like something.
All right. So, who's putting on their cloak?
I think I was the first one on because mine
Yeah, his
rolled.
was the first one on.
Yours
Okay, Bernie.
is
I'm gonna stand back when he puts it on, just because.
yours is a robe of serpents.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Is somebody doing party treasury?
I'll leave it to somebody more experienced than me to keep track of.
Same.
Yes, but
Perry,
there is an argument to be made against that. You know that, right? And that is the argument of if you don't do it, if somebody doesn't do it, you'll never learn to do it.
All right. I'm gonna investigate mine.
All right, Robo Serpents. I'm gonna put that. Tenia was taking the thing before, so
Well,
Yeah.
that's a poor investigation check.
Perry, yours
she keeps
is a
much better notes than me.
cloak of many fashions.
Okay, cloak of any fashions. Okay, so I will go to let's see here. Go to the 3 books, right? Cloak. Oh, many fashion.
And you look fabulous. Okay.
Fabulous.
Tharja,
Yeah.
yours is a cloak of billowing.
Cloak.
What does that
of
mean?
Billowing.
You have to look it up.
Now, how do I sit there and I add this? I looked it up, but how do you add it to the inventory?
You can drag and drop it.
Yeah, make sure you drag and drop the 2014 one, not the 2024 one. I don't know if it has 2024 in here, but
It doesn't have either, so.
what? It don't have either.
No, it doesn't. It says Xanathar's got an editor thing or essential kit when it came up in
Okay.
the search. When
Yeah,
I did
so
the search,
yeah,
so.
yeah. So either of those is the one you want to add.
I might not have Xanathar's guide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you
it
do.
does. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
And if you don't, somehow I do, but I don't know.
yeah.
Or somehow he
then-
does, I should say. Okay, and Sorry, go ahead, Shay.
I rolled an 18. What does the pink robe do?
The pink one
Cloak.
is a cloak of protection.
Cloak of protection.
Woo, woo.
Ooh, nice.
Did it edit or what?
Okay, so that's 4 of them. There was one more, right? So green, we got green,
No, there was
pink, blue, and red.
And red. There's only 4.
I thought there was 5 spell constructs.
No, there's
One more
only 4.
time.
I thought there was 3 up in the top and 2 in the bottom.
Nope, 2 and 2.
Okay, so I just drag it and drop it on my character.
All right.
Is your character in a is a character sheet? But if your character,
Okay,
sheet is a pop out, it won't work. You have to have it as a non pop out.
All right.
Okay, Robo Serpents was the green one. Cloak of Many
Yep.
Fashions was the blue
Cloak of
one,
Blue.
right? Or
Yep.
no, wait, yeah, blue. Yep. Cloak of Billowing was red. Oh, you guys heard that on
Cloak
mine.
of Pro-
Red and
Cloak
Cloak of
of Bi-
Protection was pink.
While wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
Yep.
I looked it up.
It looks fancy.
Yep, it looks fancy.
It looks
It waves
fancy,
in the
fancy and intimidating. Like it's always waving, like it's waving in the wind. If you have it like
My
that.
pink robe.
What's yours, Shay?
Protection.
Oh, you
She gets a +1 to her armor class and +1 to all of her
Saving throws.
saving throws.
I'll relaunch it and see if it lets me do it then.
Dum dum.
Can someone add it to my inventory for me?
I can do that. Let me see where I'll just gotta pull your character sheet up.
Try to do it here. Oh, is it Robe of Many Fashions?
Yes.
Um,
For some odd reason, I can't pull it up.
I am. I'm pulling it up just fine.
Robe of Serpent.
Is it
So tied 'em.
Is it Robe of Serpents or Cloak of Serpents?
oh, Cloak of Many Fashions. That's what I'm doing. A robe one. Okay, I think I got it this time. Yeah, I got
James?
it now.
It's Robe of Serpents.
Yeah, because he's not finding it, and I'm not finding it either. But I am finding Cloak of Serpents, but
Oh, it probably then.
I thought the cloak of billow.
but that's under Deep Magic for me. So I don't know if you have that. Do you have that, John?
Probably not.
Is it in? Are you looking in like one like D&D Beyond or whatever?
Me? I just pulled up a list of cloaks and robes.
But where at? Like, where was this list? Where beeth for this list? Speaketh now or forever hold thy peace.
The Black Citadel
The Black Citadel.
website.
Oh, okay. Black Citadel website. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is this? Okay, that's so jacked up. Oh my goodness. Ba-boom. I can't look up anything because I'm having more technical difficulties.
So am I. Ah.
So, John, what I would do is for each of these things, I would explain what each one does to each player.
Okay.
I already know what mine does.
Okay. James.
Yeah.
The robe of serpents is a stylish silk garment. It has 1d4. Oh, here, let me roll this. Roll a d4.
Okay. Rolling a d4.
Yep.
Boop. Beep. Pop.
Oh. 4.
4.
It has 7 brightly colored serpents on it. As a bonus action on your turn, you can transform one of the robe serpents into a giant poisonous snake.
Ooh.
The snake instantly falls from the robe and slithers to an unoccupied space next to you and acts on your initiative count.
Cool.
The snake can tell friendly creatures from hostile ones and attack the latter. The snake disappears into a harmless puff of smoke after 1 hour when it drops to 0 hit, or when it drops to 0 hit points, or when you dismiss it.
Okay.
Once detached, a snake can't return to the robe. When all the robe snakes have detached, the robe becomes a non-magical garment.
Okay. That's putting a whole nother. That's putting a whole no term to doing the serpentine.
There you go. That's what it does. So it has 7 snakes on it, which is the most you can have because it's 1d4 plus 3. So.
Yours is cool.
Yes, yes.
Cinder says to everyone, he says, after the long rest, you know, he says, or during the long rest, he says, it's been a while since our friend has come back, and I don't think, well, my familiar has been defeated somehow or something, because he has not returned either, and I can't sense him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that means something happened on the outside.
I fear the worst.
Does
Shall we go?
Serafina be
Because technically none of us in here would know that what was his name? Start with a G. It wasn't the Knot Goblin. Grendar, yeah.
Grendar.
None of us would technically know that Grendar had died.
Yes, we would because I'm with you and I saw it.
Oh, you saw him die? Oh, okay.
Serafina was out there.
Okay, so
And
did you
the
explain that?
Did
Did you
you
explain that to everybody when you came in? Yeah. So then you could let me know that happened now. Like, you know, you could let me know that he, you know, was killed.
During our long rest, probably, presumably.
Yes.
That would make this most sense. So
Yeah. So the role playing aspect is I said I fear the worst. Our friend hasn't come back, and you know it seems like that he could be in trouble or the worst. You know, like that. And then Serafina would say,
I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you this, but our friend will not be coming back. He was lost.
Okay, how do you get lost?
The boars got him.
Oh, man.
Oh, those fat piggies.
She should
That's
say,
right.
like doing something stupid.
Well, yeah, doing something stupid will get you food for pigs.
Yeah, well,
Cinder,
you got to eat
Cinder,
pork food.
Cinder hangs his head and he says, so I have failed then.
I
No, I don't think he failed. I think he was being a dumbass.
I'm the healer of the group, and I was right there,
What?
but I couldn't save him.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean he was being a dumbass? Did he not act on your authority?
You did not heed the warnings.
I would
What-
not say
what-
go off alone.
Actually,
did
actually,
talk
you
about-
all did say go off alone.
Yeah, we did.
You all agreed
You
that
did.
he should go off alone. So before we start pointing at dumbass things,
Hey, I admit I'm a dumbass.
let's realize that the whole party of dumbasses said, "Hey, why don't you go off alone, and then we'll go fuck around and find out."
We fucked around, found out.
And my character came up as you guys were fucking around and finding out.
Hey, I'm only going to think about going off on my own because I gave myself abilities to go off on my own.
Okay, Cinder says, well, obviously, that is a bad idea, no matter how you slice it or dice it at this point.
Yeah.
He's like, if we together we are
Wait a
strong,
second,
but
you
if we
said-
separate, it could be dangerous.
Sophia, you said he went chasing after the hogs?
He wanted to get his stuff back from them.
Is there any-
Wanted to get his loot back?
Well,
By himself.
Cinder says he should have came back and asked for our help.
Yeah.
Should we bury him? What
There's
bones are
nothing
left?
left to bury.
I say there are enemies. There are enemies still outside. We can bury him in due time. It's not like he will be any less dead.
Well, let's offer him a moment of silence.
I will say a prayer to the god of the Prince of Fire or whatever. I don't know.
I will offer his soul up as a prayer to my patron deity.
Did we just derail you, John? Sorry,
No.
sorry that role playing interfered with our role playing.
No, you're fine. I was waiting for I was giving a moment of silence.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Seraphina, during your investigation, you find a piece of paper with the words on it, Ixtinver Vivai, translated as fire and fury.
Oh boy.
Let's carry on for Grundar. The show must go on.
Okay. Your long rest is over, and now it is time to continue on your journey.
We
Yep.
we will avenge him with our fiery fury.
Ah!
Sounds like bacon.
Bacon.
Who wants to lead, and which way are we going?
I am the one who's got the fire abilities here. I guess I could disguise myself as a goblin. Or use myself as a... let's see here.
Realizing that Grendar is dead, that will probably clue me in that since I can't sense Scorch, that he is gone too. So I will resummon him.
Okay.
Okay, I say it depends on situation, so someone just takes the lead.
Can I
Depends on
still disguise
situation.
myself as one of the constructs that we defeated?
Oh, everybody should be at full
Or is
hit
that beyond-
points.
Yeah, I'm the limits of my disguise self ability.
I mean, you have the construct's robe or cloak or whatever, so it might not be as hard. It might be somewhat doable.
Well, that was the idea because I made my character the character that can go ahead, so. I guess I can use that one. I'm assuming my ability to use my spells is also recharged because it says my spell slots remaining at 0. I thought a long rest would fix that.
Yep. You have all your you have all your spell slots back too.
So how many should I have? Uses, I should say.
Third
I think
level.
it's
I have
is
30.
it
Both of them are at 0 right now, so.
isn't it like 2 plus proficiency?
What?
Spell slots for his level.
For the
Give
warlock?
me a second. I'll look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, period.
You should have 2 spell slots. Period.
Yeah. Because
Until
warlocks don't get a lot of spell slots.
11th level or something like that.
Yeah,
Unless you do extra things to enhance spell slots.
I would say the other thing is that as far as Kioma is concerned, you didn't take Eldritch Blast, which is probably, you know, something you were going for you know, your character type. But Eldritch Blast is pretty much a warlock staple. So like,
I did tell them that.
yeah, I think he didn't take it on purpose, though. I think if I remember right.
I wanted to go for the recon
Yeah.
aspect,
He wanted
and
to
I
go
had to make
kind
choices
of a little bit different, yeah.
for the spies
Yep.
at their choices. That's why I'm using my disguise stealth to so their lead ahead, so
I
I
will-
don't make the same mistake because our dearly departed friend Grendar. I want to go ahead, but I want to do it in a way that's not going to
Hey,
get
John,
me
do you
killed.
have dynamic lighting right now?
No.
Oh,
My,
okay.
sub-
I
my
wondered if it was me.
subscription is-
Yeah, your subscription lapse. Yeah,
My-
yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
So basically, everything you guys see inside the walls, you don't see outside the wall. Or, you know what I'm saying. Everything you guys can see through the walls, you can't actually see through the walls.
Yeah. I just my subscription lapsed. so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You know something you
Put
can
it in the
do,
chat
though?
to make it official.
Something you can do if you wanted to.
So I go down to 1 spell slot left for my spells, since you said I got 2, right?
I don't know what the question was. Sorry, run that by me again.
1 spell slot left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use one to disguise myself as one of our defeated construct friends.
Yep.
Just sit there and try to infiltrate.
I see what you're saying now. Yes, that would be. So you can do a thing where it's a hide area, if it's gonna let me. Nope, it won't let me. Oh yeah, well, okay. So you can do a thing like this, John. It's like it has Fog of War,
Oh, okay.
and then you can reveal it the same way, kind of like.
Yeah.
So you can draw polygons or rectangles or however you want to do it. But if you felt the need, like everybody can see it right now, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like right now, it's not. Right now, it might not be that important, but at some point, it might be.
Yeah. It should be okay right now. I think I got everything on the other layer, or most everything on the other layer. I'll just pop it up when I need to.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to disguise yourself.
As one of our defeated constructs.
Okay.
Which cloak do you have? The blue one?
The cloak of many fashions, so I can change that cloak to look like the other cloaks, but in other words, it's purely cosmetic. So.
Oh, okay. So you could change it to be blue or red or green or whatever color it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, any cloak I can make it look like it without the abilities. That's what it said.
Yep.
So you could look like a spell construct without casting the spell.
Mm.
That's kind of true.
If you pull the hood over yourself, you know, and pretty much. I'd let it pass.
The thing is, do they make any kind of noises when they move?
I don't know. You didn't really see any of them move.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Well, can't hurt. Can't hurt. Just sit there and sit there careful. As long as I have one more spell slot for my invisibility if I have to run.
Well, I'm gonna go with you.
No, you're not gonna go with me because then they'll see you. The whole point of me being disguised is so I can sneak ahead on my own, and I have invisibility to sit there and run if I need to. If you
Did
come
you
with
not
me,
learn from Grindar?
yes, please do learn from Grindar. The whole point of my character
No.
is my character's designed for recon.
Hey.
All right. So are you
And I
casting
also-
the disguise? Are you
I also-
casting the disguise self, or do you want to just try the cloak by itself?
I'm gonna use the disguise itself just because I want to sit there and be sure that they're not gonna notice the difference.
Okay.
I also have messages so I can sit there and I can sit and talk to at least one of you guys through the walls and stuff, as long as I know where you guys are.
All right. Well, go
So
ahead.
I can tell you what I see. So where is the door that I must go that I don't see? Because all the stuff is still set in such a way that I gotta see. So I gotta really like rewatch the game to see the fog of war type stuff.
I don't see anything on my screen, but
That's pretty much a doorway. That's pretty much a doorway.
yeah. So this is a
All right.
door. This is a door here, and this is a door here. Where
I can see the whole map
There.
is what I'm saying. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of zoomed in
Yep.
now, so I
Yeah.
can't see the map, but I can kind
And
of see the whole map.
this is a
including-
door here also.
Yep.
I will have my mage hand open this door,
Okay.
presuming it's not locked.
Nope. And it's kind of open.
Who's
I
our
mean, you guys
Who's
closed
our
it.
next most stealthy?
Probably
Well, I'm
Scorch.
a +4.
Probably Scorch. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I will
John,
have
so-
Scorch
Yeah.
kind of stay somewhat close to,
I ain't going
like
nowhere.
stay behind,
Somebody
but somewhat close to Kioma.
Now, as somebody who's in disguise, do I need to roll a stealth check since I'm kind of sit there and stealth disguised, so to speak, sir?
So stealth is just like being quiet or unseen. Like that kind of thing. Whereas,
I wouldn't really need
whereas
that
disguising
in
yourself-
disguise.
right. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is disguising yourself would be basically you're trying to be, show yourself off as somebody else. So
Heavy armor.
No, if I'm somebody else, they probably won't notice as long as my illusion holds up. So I wouldn't really need to sit there and be quiet. At least I would think.
Okay.
Poisy.
Yeah, you probably are. You probably are okay. The spell constructs probably weren't too stealthy. They probably weren't too noisy either. Probably middle of the road.
The rest of you probably would need to be if you guys are going to follow, but I guess that would mean one of you would have to stay in place so I can actually communicate with one of you and you
No,
can
I
relay.
would probably be the one because
Because I have to
Yeah.
know where one of you are to sit there and actually use the message skill to relay what I see to you.
I would probably be the one by the door and everything as you send messages.
I was gonna say everybody else has got heavy armor on except for Cinder and Aversa, most likely.
Only one of you can hear me, but the one
don't
who
have-
can hear me, I presume, can relay it to the others what he hears.
I'm gonna try to move down this way, and like move over, like beside the door here, and kind of like peeking out the door every once in a while, like very carefully.
Yep.
And then I will let Kioma know that I'm there, so then, if nothing else, then he can send messages to me, because I'll just basically just be staying there, keeping an eye out for anybody trying to come in.
I will note your position in B7.
And you can see that they're rebuilding the.
You sank my battle sheep.
I got a question though. How many walls can that message
Hog-
go through? It said it can go
hog pen.
through walls, but so is there a limit to how many walls it can pass through?
No, it's just 120 feet.
All right,
Yeah,
I was wondering.
120 feet.
It's
It
like
did say I had to know where the
it's
target
like a
was roughly,
weaker
so.
it's like a weaker sending.
All right, so let's see here. I guess I will move. I will not sit there and move stealthily, because there's no point. I'll move through the door and see what's
All right.
on the side.
As soon as you step out in the hallway, you see to your left a barred door, and to your south, you see what looks like a wall, but you see a door that is just lit up, like almost as bright as the sun.
Yeah. Well, that one's kind of sit there. I don't think I will go to the. I will go to my left first.
Okay.
And
And now you see a hallway that goes off.
yes, I see a
You try.
hallway.
You try. Are you going to try the door in front of you, or do you want to go down the hallway?
Can I use my mage hand to do it?
You can try. Yes. Are you taking
Alright.
your mage hand with you? Do you have control of your mage hand?
I do believe I do.
Yeah, he doesn't. Hang on one second. There, now he does.
I will
Alright,
use the.
take your mage hand with you.
Yeah,
I will
drag.
use them. Alright, I just drag back down to where the main hand was.
Yeah, you can drag the mage hand over there with you. There you go.
I'm gonna use it to attempt to open the door.
Door's locked.
Okay, the door is locked. Alright, then I'm gonna go down this. Okay, I don't want to drive the main channel, I want my character. How do I get the. Okay, I'll just move this thing out of the way for now so I can get my character and then I'll move it back. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go down this hallway.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. It is a set of stairs leading down.
I would like to relay what I sit there and I see to Cinder. And the rest of them. With message. And what I've already seen. The door, the two doors. And that there's no enemies.
God dang it! Everything is messing up. Today.
Basically move up kind of thing. To the message to the rest of the group. I open my character sheet. Yeah, I guess I gotta click on that.
All right.
There we go.
It is almost 6 o'clock. So if you guys would like to make a decision where you want to go,
Yeah, I let them take their
Or-
turns so they remember that I told them what they could
We're
see.
going up here.
or we can stop before we make that decision. It's up to you guys.
I already moved.
I at least let them take the turn so that way they don't forget where you were.
Back up. I'm a mage. I forgot I have to stay back.
Yes, I forgot to tell them the door was locked.
Jon Snow, you can come out more.
I already told them that with the message, basically. That there's no enemies in this behind the door, and there's two other doors, including the locked door. With the really bright door.
Elrith will
Don't
say.
forget to take your
Elrith will
mage
say
hand
when
with
she
you.
walks out. When she walks out in the hallway, she will.
She'll say
See
what?
what?
She'll say, "Didn't that mask we found and letter say that there's a great treasure to the south in the mosaic room?"
Yeah, that might be what's behind that door. That southern bright door.
Okay, bright doors then?
I don't think I can sit there and open that one as easily. It looks like it's more enchanted, I'm guessing.
Mean the one with the lock?
Well, the one with the lock was sit there in the north. Was to my left when I came to the door. The bright door was to the south.
But for us, it looks just like a normal wall.
And I don't know. I would say this to John because you're kind of new at the DMing thing. I would say that
Right.
I'm glad you're giving them hints, but I would also say some of the best gaming moments come from letting them fumble around and find out. it's cruel and unusual in some ways, but it's also fun.
I know.
It is a lot of fun.
I mean,
No,
But
no,
but
it's really
but,
not.
but she says, but I will follow your lead.
all right. Anyway, so
She-
okay.
Down the stairs we go.
Okay, so are all they're all going down the stairs?
Well, I basically was just relaying what I said there and I saw, so I was just kind of sitting there scouting ahead.
Why are we spreading out again?
So I think
I was
there's
being-
I think there's
I
some
think
sort
you
of
guys are gonna
I
be
think
the
I
death of me.
I think I think there might be some sort of communication issue here. But I'm not there, so I can't really tell you that.
Right. And
Here.
I think as soon as Aversa walked out in the hallway, she probably would have, her character, even though she herself didn't, and maybe Serafina would have wanted to check the southern door.
Yeah, like right here.
Serafina definitely
No,
would
that's
have
not the-
had a feel would have had a pull towards the southern door.
We both do.
That's not the southern door though.
Oh. The southern
Yeah,
door
this
is
one.
down.
Well, you guys can have
Yeah.
your poll. Like I said, I'm just reconning. I'm reconning the general area, so seeing what's around.
Me?
sure-
I think Serafina because would have had a pull towards the southern door,
Same.
being a good
Right.
being a
making
a
sure there's no
healer.
enemies in the immediate vicinity.
and a character cleric that's aligned towards a good god.
Well, here's the thing. Me and Serafina will check it out, while Kioma and Jon Snow.
Well, that's up to them. So I'm
or
still
you
sitting there
can take
reconning,
Elroy.
and I work better alone on
Elroy.
reconning. So
Is
Okay,
just
go.
gonna stand in the hallway and say, I have no idea what you guys are doing, so I'm just gonna stand here until you decide.
remember, I'm in disguise. So
Well, you do your thing. We're gonna check this area out.
I basically just did my job and scouted ahead, and I relayed the message to you that the area was safe and there was nothing behind that door, other than the locked door and the bright door. That's all you guys know from me.
Well, that's the bright.
That doesn't mean there's nothing behind them.
All right,
Right.
John.
I'm gonna go to B9.
All right, John.
I didn't go behind the door.
As a new character, them being locked does not mean that there's nothing behind them.
John, I'm going to create a perfect stopping point for you.
Okay.
When I have the chance, whenever I can go, whenever it's my turn.
It's your turn.
All right. Well, let's do that then. So, Cinder, he's a fire genasi. He's very fiery, just by nature, and he's angry that his friend Grendar is dead. This one of the people that he had come to help protect, and he just has enough, and he can't handle it anymore. And he says, "For Grendar!" and he shoots a firebolt at the nearest goblin he can see.
Oh crap!
See the rage. Just don't make Grendar's mistake.
And,
I think
No, that means we need to go
and
save
then
his
he
ass.
sends the bird out to
Are you attacking the wedding guests?
I'm attacking one of the goblins.
Let's
Fuck
go
it.
save
I'm gonna
him.
help you out. Fuck it. I'm gonna help you.
So that puts up should be you don't get to just run down there, Aversa. That's not how that works.
Damn it. I want to help you.
And Kiyoma's on the turn order for some reason, but I'll get rid of him real quick.
Yeah, please do. Thank you.
All right, and
put
then
me on
do you
there
want
on
us
my own.
do you want us to roll initiative?
I guess
Then we'll
you
leave
and
it
the
for next time.
goblins and the
Well, here's the thing. You should roll initiative for everybody because in that way it'll be easier to keep everybody in a turn order, and people
Yep.
acting out of turn will be a lot easier to, alleviate.
Right.
That's true.
If you have the reason I have a turn order up for a lot of people, anyways, in a lot of the sessions is because even though we're not technically in initiative combat order, then I know, I can go, okay, it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn. You're like that, on down the line kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Turn order it is. Oh.
Okay, so I got a roll.
And then
Or
it is,
starting
and then like you
by-
said,
yeah.
it is 6 o'clock, so I didn't know if we wanted to wrap up and such.
Yeah,
but this
we
might be a
need to
good
wrap
spot
up.
to wrap
should,
up.
You
So
probably should. I just wanted to finish the thought, so before we left it on an incomplete thought, so to speak.
And of course,
Yep.
we yell down to you, Kioma, we need to go save Cinder. Yeah, Cinder. We need to
Oh
go
crap!
save
I
him.
clicked the
Come
one
on.
too many times. Just take the first one.
I'm first. Yes.
hold on, what is Kioma? You weren't on your. Okay, there you go. So
I clicked the wrong one too many times. I clicked it too many times, so
Yeah.
sorry about that.
8.14.
I'm 17.18. I'll be first.
I'll be 15.
You think you're first?
I'm last with a 7.16.
And you might not be last either.
Yeah, because
I got
there's goblins and
Almost.
something,
Goblins
some
to the
weird
floor.
looking critter out there. Some
Yeah.
kind of other goblin maybe, and it looks like maybe a goblin shaman or I don't know,
Looks like
Goblin.
a
goblin
weird,
boss or something maybe.
weird gobble.
A bunch of hobgoblins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one critter, I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a goblin fucked a bullywug. It's a what is that thing? Can I tell what that thing is?
Which one? The one that's right below the goblins?
This thing
or
right
below
here.
that
Yeah,
one?
this thing right here.
Yeah, that one. What the hell is that?
This one looks like a goblin shaman. Oh, this goblin here is like a pygmy goblin or something. I don't know, something weird right here.
Looks like never mind.
He looks pissed off though, whatever he is.
Yes, indeed, and it looks like we need to come save our friend Cinder
Cinder.
before he becomes another casualty. So
He ain't good for
basically,
no casualty. I'm gonna end up helping him.
that's why I say, everybody, come on, let's go help Cinder.
For Grindar!
Basically for Gundar.
You guys can do that. I will continue reconning and hopefully let you know what I
No.
see.
No,
No.
absolutely not. Not
See,
this
so that's where we have the disorganization right there. There's this like huge breakdown in communication. So the thing is like you guys
No.
are like running back and forth and
No.
and not knowing
Join
which
us.
way to go and not knowing what you're
There's
doing per
no-
se. So
There's no lone wolf hero type effect going on. Lone wolf
the-
hero crap could get you killed.
well, I mean,
I can
that-
use my vicious mockery from 60 feet away. The question is, does it work through walls?
No.
No. Usually spells don't work through walls because you have to see the target.
And plus, you're
So-
right
so-
over
so
there.
here-
Through walls, and you
so
guys-
here's-
you
there-
guys-
so-
wait a minute.
so
You
here
guys said my message worked through walls, and you said I could use my vicious mockery to message.
right. Well, he
It's-
said usually spells don't work through walls, and if you could cast message and vicious mockery at the same time somehow, then you could possibly. But they're both actions, so the chances of you casting them both at the same time is pretty slim.
Okay. Well, I got you.
If you had meta magic
try
like
it,
a sorcerer, then you might be able to do that, depending on
See,
what
that's
it was.
where you.
The other thing is that he said most spells. So there are spells that do not care about the walls, but
Yeah.
most spells. So for the rules for spell casting are mostly like you have to have a clear line to your target. So basically, and usually you have to be able to see your target if you're targeting something. But there are some spells that are you can choose any creature that can hear you, and that creature is affected.
Well,
So
Oh.
like Vicious Mockery doesn't count because it's a cantrip, but Dissonant Whispers, you could cast Dissonant Whispers, and anybody that could hear you within range could be affected by it. Any one person, one target
Well,
creature.
the question is, if I go to sit there and fight them, my disguise remains the same during the fight, right?
Yeah.
That is
I was
true.
gonna say, but
For the
I don't want to
duration,
waste my.
is it a concentration?
Disguise self? I think so.
Nope, it's a duration of 1 hour.
I didn't
Oh,
want to
okay.
wait. I didn't want to waste my spell going to help them.
Yeah,
if I could
so it'll
recon
last.
some more.
It'll last for 1 hour.
All right, but anyways, we got to leave this until next time anyway, right?
What's that?
So we got
Yeah.
to leave it until next time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're just letting John set up turns. I think turn orders stuff. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Trying to see if you guys can see the people coming up from the bottom or not.
I would say
If I have
no.
to add them.
And this is what we're gonna be in a two-pronged.
We definitely wouldn't be able to see that hobgoblin and the one goblin most likely. Or are you talking about from
Scorch is-
downstairs?
They're only 45 feet.
Oh, Scorch could probably see him, yeah, but I'm not using my
Yeah.
thing to look through Scorch's eyes, so
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm talking about coming in from outside.
yeah, he
They're
might be able
arriving
to
for
see
the
him.
wedding.
Yeah, he might be able to see him.
I got like three hobgoblins and an Etten coming in from the south.
Hopefully, we're not biting off more than we could chew.
Oh, I'm definitely biting off more than I can chew.
Oh, I know you are.
It's almost like you want to sit there and join your friend Grendar in the grave.
He's
No.
enraged.
Uh,
He's
I
been
mean-
with
Yeah,
Grimdark.
I'm good for now.
It might be partially that. Okay, so do we already do that? Yeah, we already did that. Goblin Shaman. Okay, yeah.
Well, you could have let us know you wanted out for revenge before we
But
sit
that's
there and went
that. But
way.
see, that's not how reality works. And I realize this
Because
is
you gotta
fantasy.
communicate.
I realize this is fantasy, but you would still, in the aspect of role playing, you would still try to either communicate or not communicate the things that you did or did not want to communicate.
Right.
And we didn't speak, so he's taking
And
initiative.
and he's just decided that he's had it, and he's gonna either die and go down fighting the enemies that killed Grendar, or he's going to defeat the enemies. One of the two. So
Right. It's just. Can I say something?
But you
It's
guys
just
wouldn't
like
know
the
that.
whole- It's just like the whole thing with the whole wedding thing that you wanted to do.
What's
I
that?
still want to do that. That's why these people are coming. They're wedding guests.
Well,
Oh,
They-
we're
they-
killing
yeah,
them off.
yeah. But the question is, do you guys want it? Does Kioma really want to marry the Etten?
No.
well, I might just sit there and have an illusion do it. I, might be like the
I mean,
runaway bride.
That also might not be too hard to convince an Etten of the illusion either. But
So Kioma still has to figure out how to
But he-
get out of that.
but as soon as that Etten goes to give Kioma illusion a big hug and kiss, that illusion is done.
And then there can be a sit there note underneath where the illusion was. It just never would have worked out between us.
We got to run. We got to run after the illusion is cast at that point. But that's okay. There's no more running for Cinder.
And by then, he will never know where we are.
She.
I don't know. All right,
You're
so
marrying the she part of the hobgoblin or the Etten.
don't tell him who he's marrying. He can marry whichever part he wants. He's marrying both parts, I guess, technically. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess. He's marrying both parts.
Twice the fun because twice the heads.
I'm not giving no heads to no Ed.
Oh man. See, I figured this was all kind of going sideways because Kioma said, "Hey, I'm gonna go off on my own." Because that's what I'm
I know, as
designed.
soon as you said that,
That's
I'm like,
that's because
"Oh,
that
no."
because that's what I'm designed to do. And everybody else said, and I said, well, I'll keep one person like kind of near him, so if he gets into trouble, then he'll. And then everybody else decided they were going too. And I'm like, okay, there's no kind of stealth gonna happen. And if he is pretending to be a spell construct, and anybody else sees him that knows there's spell construction there and sees a whole fucking herd of people behind him, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Why are you not attacking those fucking people behind you? You know, like.
Well, they're not thinking about that, but you are. That's a good point.
But we're now turning around to come to your assistance.
And you still do.
Well,
your
yeah,
own thing.
that puts if Kioma is going off to do his own thing, that actually puts him in less danger, disguised as a
Well,
spell
that's what I said.
construct. If you guys are coming to help me, then it
That's
would
why I said I was
for
only
you guys
relating what I
following
saw.
him.
And let you
It's
guys know
still
there was
not
nothing in the
big
hall.
deal.
It- it-
I didn't sit
of
there
course-
and say follow me.
Of course, it puts the rest of us in more danger, but that.
I have to agree with Cinder on this point, you guys.
I was only letting you guys know what it might be ahead in terms of the enemies. I was being the one.
Maybe-
I figured it also like this. If we're gonna go, and we're gonna get picked off one at a time, anyways, we might as well get picked off at once.
Yep.
I mean, if we're gonna be hotheads, then who better to be a hothead than Cinder?
Yeah, I got a point there.
I figured the big bright light was a clue to come here to the big bright light.
I mean, I figured,
I would be tempted, but I still wanted to sit there and check the immediate.
and I
area
feel like
to make
since
sure
I
it
feel
was
like
safe.
since Serafina said that since you said Serafina would be like urged to
Drawn to
go,
it?
drawn
Yeah.
to it, like have a pull to it. I feel like that maybe if you guys go to that big bright glowing door that Cinder doesn't have any idea about, then if you did that, there might be something useful in there for us to use against whatever Cinder's starting.
Agreed.
Eh,
Now
Well,
that's
for
all
me,
that's
I'll
all
probably go
metagaming though, because you wouldn't know even that Cinder is going for Grendar and shooting at the thing.
Right.
Yeah,
you-
he went his own way. so we
You
wouldn't
you
know.
might not have even heard him yell for Grendar.
It depends if he actually talked back to me when I messaged him and told me. But he did he or didn't he? Only you would know
it's
that.
a one-way message.
It's a one-way
Well, actually,
message, I
it's a-
think, isn't it? Or no, is it two ways? I can reply.
It's a two-way
I thought it was a
message.
one-way.
What did you say in your
No, it's
message?
two.
It can only be 25 words, right?
I'd have to look at it again.
I don't know if there's a limit or not. I know sending is a
This
limit.
target only your target can hear the message and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear. So yes, you can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Yep.
So you could have let me know.
So what did you say though? What did you say to me?
I give you the gist that the hallway had to sit there and lock door, and there was the other door to the south, and I was reconning the area and I did not see any enemies in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, so he didn't
Okay,
even
so
say
yeah,
anything to the other people,
well, but none of that right there would I would have probably just replied okay, because none of that gives me any information as to anything other than what I would have done anyways.
right.
So
Had,
you actually
had
knew
you
what
said
were doing.
had you said, hey, there's a big glowing door to the south that's glowing like the sun, I might reconsider.
But you didn't say that.
But you didn't say that.
Well, I'm terrible with descriptions.
I feel like that might have been pertinent information, but also Cinder wouldn't know that it was pertinent information. Because Cinder wouldn't have had that information. And anything beyond that is metagaming.
What'd you say, Faye?
I said I hate to be rushing this, but I only got 8
No.
minutes.
Yep.
Go ahead. That's why I tried to stop it.
Yeah. All right, so thanks for joining us on Action Surge, where imagination collides with the roll of dice. We battled fearsome foes and forged unforgettable memories together. Remember, the journey never truly ends. Keep rolling those dice and weaving those tales. Farewell, adventurers. Don't forget to check out Action Surge 5e on all the platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Give us likes and subscribes. And till next time, may all your actions surge.
Search.
Surge. All right.
Okay, bye guys.
All right. Have a good one.
The realm where tales unfold. The podcast.
Okay, so what you were telling me is if I do the message, I gotta sit there and
Takes flight tonight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide.